So I usually go grasp into people I can auto attack frequently. So like melee matchups. I'll go aftershock into ranged matchups. Anyone I struggle to auto attack a lot. So like Akshan, Quinn. Um, this also works in some melee matchups, but typically grasp is preferred. I'll go demolish. Demolish is just a standard rune. You can go whenever you want, to be honest. Font of Life is nice for when you need a little bit of uh, added sustain. Typically any rough matchups, because you just get a free little heal anytime you hit Q. You're not forced to press Q on them a lot, just like anytime Font of Life and Grasp is up, you Q auto, you get health from Font of Life, you get health from Grasp. It's a nice combo. Shield Bash I'll run when I plan on building Kaenic Rukern, which is um, any bursty mages, so like Oriana, Zoe, um, Syndra. Those are good examples, but sometimes I don't go Kaenic and instead I'll go for Force of Nature. And in that case, I don't usually take Shield Bash because the synergy between Shield Bash and Kaenic is that it gives you added resists while you have a shield active. And Cassandra really likes resists, so it goes really hand in hand. But you can just run Demolish anytime you want, really. And only go Shield Bash if you plan on building Kaenic. Always go second wind. Bone plating is bait. Conditioning is unneeded. You should focus on your surviving the early stages of the game since that's your weakest part. Overgrowth pretty much all the time. Unflinching is garbage. You can go revitalize if you have like a Seraphine Stone on your team or just a Janna. Revitalize is also totally fine. Um, it's also good if you go like Font of Life, Grasp, Second Wind, and then you get 5% added healing with all of this. But typically Overgrowth is what I run. I'll rarely go Revitalize. Um, and for the secondary, you can go Absorb Life, Last Stand. I don't really recommend Legend Haste because Cassante doesn't utilize it well. I would recommend Absorb Life, Last Stand, or Triumph Last Stand. Both of these work very well. My personal favorite, I like Sudden Impact and Ultimate Hunter due to Cassante liking the ability haste on his ult specifically, not his other abilities. So Ultimate Hunter is really nice. Cheap Shot is nice. It's kind of similar to Sudden Impact, where they both do true damage when you hit an enemy. Cheap Shot is a lower cooldown, but it does less damage. Meanwhile, Sudden Impact, it does more damage, but it's higher cooldown, and it procs after using a dash. So Sudden Impact is really nice for the trades, but Cheap Shot is nice when you're against like a Tahm Kench or a Scion, where you're constantly just Q auto, Q auto, Q auto, Q auto. Because the Cheap Shot cooldown is 4 seconds. You can utilize it very, very well if you're just constantly in their face. These middle runes don't even bother. Cassante doesn't scale with them like at all. Relentless Hunter you can go if you really want the movement speed, but I think it's Ultimate Hunter is like the best in slot for Cassante. Sorcery, I don't think anything works here. Transcendence, you don't even use the ability ace well. Scorch, you can get bonus poke, but if you really want Scorch, just go like Cheap Shot, Q auto. It's like the same damage. Um, but yeah, I don't really think anything from sorcery works that well. And then inspiration, you can do like cashback, cosmic. You don't really need biscuits anymore since they nerfed the mana cost on Q. But typically, I think inspiration is a little bit. Um, you don't really need anything from the inspiration tree. I think utilizing Ultimate Hunter and more lane prio, or going Absorb Life, Last Stand, or Triumph Last Stand. Yeah, I would either go this as your secondary, one of these, this, or this. And then you get to choose which one you want. I wouldn't recommend conditioning. Conditioning is, I see a lot of beginner Cassantes make this mistake. They will have a absolute awful laning phase, and they will wish they had like an extra 200, 300, 400 health, and second wind doesn't even fall off. I consistently end games with second wind where I just have like 3k healing done. Yep, second wind, 3000 healing. Very, very solid. Um, 1,800 healing. It's like even games where I don't do that well, 3,000 healing. It's really good. Second wind basically just allows you to survive laning phase. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it.